Some people seem to have a secret deal with time. They reach 80, 90, and then just keep going, walking, laughing, living like they've got nowhere else to be. And a rare few, they make it to 100. Still sharp, still smiling, still curious. It's not magic, it's not perfect genes, and it's not about expensive health plans. It's about small, intentional choices, done over and over again until they become part of who they are. Today, I'll share 5 secrets centenarians live by, and how we can start using them right now. Secret 1. They keep moving without making it a chore. When you look at people in their 90s or 100s, you'll notice something right away. They don't think of movement as exercise. They think of it as life. They walk, not because they have to, but because it's how they get places. They garden, not to burn calories, but to make their home beautiful and grow food. They climb a few steps, bend to pick things up, carry groceries, stretch without even calling it stretching. Here's the key. They do it every single day. They never let their body forget how to move. A 101-year-old man once told me, if you stop using something, your body will think you don't need it anymore, and it'll let it go. He was talking about muscles, joints, balance, even stamina. We live in a time where exercise can feel like a chore, something we schedule, something we can skip if we're tired. But centenarians, they weave it into everything. They move because movement is living. And here's the truth, they don't overdo it. They're not trying to be athletes, they just stay consistent. A slow walk every morning, stretching their arms before bed, taking the stairs instead of the elevator. It may look simple, but over decades, that choice builds a strong, capable body, one that's still willing to carry them past 100. Secret 2. They eat for energy, not just pleasure. Centenarians don't all eat the same way. Some enjoy wine, some eat meat, some are almost vegetarian. But they all share one philosophy: food is fuel. They eat to feel good tomorrow, not just in the moment. Fresh vegetables, whole grains, beans, fruits, fish. They keep portions modest, meals simple, and they rarely eat in a rush. Eating is also a social act. Many meals are shared with family or friends, which not only slows down the pace, but also turns eating into connection, not just consumption. And here's a pattern. They stop eating when they're satisfied, not stuffed. A 99-year-old woman once told me, I like to leave the table a little hungry. It means I'll be ready for the next day. They don't demonize food or obsess over good and bad. They know life is meant to be enjoyed, but they also know their body thanks them when they feed it what it truly needs. It's not about strict rules, it's about respect for the body that's carrying them into triple digits. Secret 3. They protect their social circle. One of the biggest surprises when you study centenarians is how much their relationships matter. Yes, they care about food and movement, but they guard their friendships like treasure. They don't keep toxic people around out of habit. They nurture the ones who lift them up. They call, they visit, they celebrate milestones. They keep old traditions alive. Loneliness is a killer. Research shows it can be as damaging as smoking. And these folks know it. They refuse to drift into isolation. And it's not just people their own age. Many keep close ties with younger friends, neighbors, even teenagers. That mix of generations keeps conversations fresh and energy high. The people who live longest understand this. Health is not just physical. A strong heart needs other hearts around it. Secret 4. They stay curious. You might expect people at 100 to be set in their ways. Many aren't. They're still learning. They read, they listen, they ask questions. They try new hobbies, even if they're not great at them. They explore new foods. They learn from their grandchildren. Curiosity is like exercise for the brain. It builds connections, keeps memory sharp, and makes each day feel worth getting up for. One centenarian told me, if you think you've learned everything, you've already started dying. And that hit me hard. Staying curious means staying open to new ideas, to change, to the unknown. And it just might be the mental spark that keeps them alive. Secret 5. They find joy every single day. This might be the most important one. Centenarians aren't happy because their lives were easy. Many lost spouses, children, friends. They live through wars, recessions, and personal heartbreaks. But every day, they look for joy. Not in grand events, but in the smallest things. A warm cup of coffee, sunlight on the porch, a funny story, a shared meal. They laugh often, sometimes at themselves. They don't wait for perfect conditions. They understand joy is something you make, not something you wait for. One man turning 102 told me, "If you wait for life to be perfect before you enjoy it, you'll be gone before it happens. So I enjoy it now." That's not denial, that's wisdom. So, what do people who live to 100 do differently? They move every day. They eat to fuel tomorrow. They guard their relationships. They stay curious. And they choose joy, no matter what's happening. These are not superhuman traits, they're small choices, ones we can start today and repeat until they're simply part of who we are. We may not all live to 100, but we can live well for as long as we're here, and that maybe is the real goal. If this inspired you, subscribe, because here we talk about living fully, aging gracefully, and finding joy at every age.